how you all doing? Kira back with another video, and this one is slightly different. As you can see, I've got some gameplay up, and you'll be hearing the actual gameplay audio and the comms from my team. I'll be doing a little bit of a voiceover in terms of like what I'm thinking in my head and how I'm trying to play this. So, just died a really stupid death, one that shouldn't have happened. I should have been able to win a 1v1. It was very, very stupid of me. Lost it. We're like a minute left on a research timer, so just got to play it out. Come back in, and I see this roll in. That with no warning whatsoever. Now, I have to float and think about my next choices. Luckily, I've teammates giving me a ping, and I know I can play the loadout. He's far. He's not going to chow the wall. He's going to be scared. He wants to play around me and just kind of see what happens. Call out just comes back to me saying landing on the roof. So I know that my boys over here fighting a whole different team, and I just need to play to keep this loadout safe so that when my teammate comes back on that research timer, we can kind of just start dealing with what we got ahead of us. Here running on my left, I know that's going to happen. I can hear him on my left. I've got an MP5 out. I'm not fully plated, but if I pre-aim the corner, wait for the aim assist to start pulling and start pulling my shots, I should be fine. Get the win there and play and move away. I want to reposition. I don't want to stay in the same spot, but I do want to peek to see if his teammate's coming out. Don't see anything. Keep the replay going in and see what happens here. I see a temp V. I want that. I spot the guy. He's completely lost. He has no clue that I'm behind him. Meets me and like completely misses me in the peripheral vision. I just got to chal him. Another free kill, and I see two temp V kind of zones, which is so stupid. Please get rid of temp V. I see a temp V zone here, and I see a temp V zone here. So I know that there's at least one team here, and I've seen the enemy team is pinged here, but then also I know another team's kind of playing here, and I can see the gunshots going off. Probably going towards these guys. So I'm gonna go support the boys now. I've pinged him. I know where he is. Decent little shots. Not enough to crack him, but enough. Sandwich. That tells me a lot now. So it tells me there's at least two guys. I'm going to pop my temp V and see what I get. Laser eyes. Not ideal, but we keep it moving. I do see this winch go up, meaning that the rotation point out of here now has changed. And I have to play this by foot. Call that comes out. Pings come in. I see him at the edge of the smoke. I just have to deal with him. No pings on a minimap, but we play it. You gotta listen for the sound. Just chill now.
I want to.
I hear him running on my left. Nice and clear. Easy for me to detect. It's at least one person, maybe two. That now confirms two. He's peeking up. I catch him perfectly slipping. For some odd reason, it looks like he's staring down that way instead of clearing his tight right. It's just very silly, but it's cool. Keep it going. Free kill. Drop the first. Sit low. He's already peeking out. Completely looking the wrong way again. That's fine. Gets me another free kill, and ideally here what we're working for now is to just hold these kids out and just move in. I do spot that, so yeah, I spot that, but I just don't, But then I see that the both teammates have been brought back, and I've just wasted my laser eyes pretty much at this point. But it's cool. We keep it moving. I catch a dirty snipe there from that kid. No, I did not spot the glint at all. Don't know what happened. Ate the shot. I know it's from my left, so I need to keep it moving now.
You got a plate, Brian? Buy it. I don't mind. Shit, I got 12K. I buy munition.
Okay, my first point of thoughts here is now I know there's a kid up there, so I need to play low and play for the cover and work my way back into the team now. They're 100 meters away, so I need to play this safe.
I'm getting watched.
But I decided to do a really dumb thing of just reloading in the open, and Luckily I get away with it. So his call out of I'm getting watched means someone around him is pretty much staring him down whilst he's got high alert. So point of contact here is to now get in here and just kind of watch over them and see what happens.
Guys, airstrike.
Airstrike notification comes in, I'm backing away. There's no point in me challenging towards them. I'm just kind of watching, I'm monitoring. That temp V zone is still ahead of me, so I know there's someone still around. I just have to play it cool and slow and just see what happens. That box comes in clutch, gives me a free UAV. My teammates already popped one. Plates, because I know I'm going to be draining through them. I am going to pocket that UAV for now though, and just see what happens. I am now reading the minimap. Please, please, please make sure you're reading your minimaps. This is the only reason how I'm able to sustain a 2KD. My minimap is my best friend. Just watch your minimaps.
This building here. Yeah, let's just get these guys here.
So at this point I'm scanning, I'm looking for him. Little did I know he's actually behind that pillar. It only takes me a second to realise that though. So I spot him here on the pillar, switch to my AR, or rather my LMG, just punish him with bullets as quickly as possible. Just get him to fuck off, pretty much. That's what needs to happen right now. He smokes, which is fair, but he forgets I've got a thermal sight. He's basically one shot. Not going to chase that though, that's pointless. I am going to check and clear the corners appropriately, but I'm not going to chase. I am going to hold that angle though. He's might be tempted to repeat considering we have a basement position whilst everyone is fighting above us. You can see a massive zone and we're kind of just sat in the basement waiting to see what happens at this point. So I'm just skipping past here. Audio's bugged, but that's fine. We'll just mute it quickly. Audio's bugged, but at this point it's just patrolling the area. Like, I don't really want anyone coming into us. Teammates died unfortunately, so pop that flare to get him back in as quickly as possible. I'm watching this taxi thing because sometimes people love to sneak up on it, and we're just kind of rotating around, just making sure we're clear. Probably shouldn't be giving up that basement spot, but you know, mark a loadout spot for my weapon, for my boys. And right now there's 3 points of entry. And what happens here, which probably isn't ideal, is we all focus on that staircase. So if I was to rewind it a little bit. So we all come back, I've marked in the loadout box, and I've said that, look, we need to watch these stairs. All three of us, all four of us suddenly watching it, and it's just like, well, we have other choke points that we need to maintain. So everyone starts kind of rotating around and watching their little bits. Teammate calls out that they're here in front of us. They've already given me a mark. I see his head here, but I'm not willing to chow that. There's two of them there. He's on the far right watching that. If anything, he spots something behind me. Only thing I'm worried about is these two getting collapsed on right here. Just because they're in a tight funnel spot and realistically I don't want them dying, so I'm just watching over them. Unfortunately, teammate does go down and die. He just chows out further than he's supposed to. You can see on the map. He's making the chow run out. He goes out, just dies because they're all just waiting for him. Now here's where it gets a little bit techie. That kid's pushed in to see if we're sat close. Unfortunately, we've all backed up. I'm just kind of watching the funneling point here through these little gates from the ticket booth. Just going to play it slow. Stun lands, or the flash lands, gives me XP so I know there's a team out there. We just need to play it slow. Our best rotation point is right here through this little tunnel, so we're just going to hit it. It is a bit of a dangerous play, like we're playing zone, we have to swim out, and the zone is collapsing in a very weird way, but we just have to farm it and go. So, here's where it gets a bit techie. We're down to a 3v3, and I need to play this sufficiently to watch over my boys, which are going to be all the guys behind us, and we're all trying to make this rotate into zone pretty much. Bunch of coughing going on, but we just keep moving. I tried to make an early play here, not realizing how much the gas is tanking, but just see what happens. Spot the kid, switch, just put bullets into him, play the zone, get under. I am very one shot right here, so this could have been death and game over, but have to keep it moving.
We should have got rid of them there and then, man.
Teammate says we should have got rid of them there and then. I completely disagree, purely because they had us in the funneling point. So if we come out, we die to them. The only thing we can do is rotate away and just play for the zone that's coming up.
Above you now.
So here to call out above me now. I definitely hear him. My teammate wants to challenge him, but I'm just going to watch over him right now just to make sure he's okay. So by me saying I'm going to watch him, I'm swimming out to make the rotate to see basically what I can see above him. Like my teammate just said, 3v2, so chances of winning have decreased, but just got to keep playing it. So I'm making a deep rotate out. I want this island spot purely because it gives me a nice little vantage point over whoever's trying to rotate in. So I'm going to rewind it real quick. Something very interesting happens here, which I just catch in the corner of my eye. That parachute, that's told me that he's jumped and committed to the water. But I've also noticed this kid out here, after he's been lasering my teammate, you can see his HP is getting tanked. But I want to play the high ground. I know he's okay for now. He can replay, he can hold himself in the water. Just need to play the high ground. Get up into a better spot. He's still lasering my teammate, so we have to punish him. This kid catches me quite quickly off guard. The only reason I know he's here is because I saw that parachute come in earlier. He can only want to attempt to play this island with me. Cracked. I have to play the outside of him and just chow as much as I can. He's interested for the chow. I have to down him. My teammate's getting pissed because he's died. He got full killed, but I have to keep playing it. Get the full kill on him, but his teammate's running ghost. I have no clue where he is, but that's okay. Sound actually works sometimes. Yes, sometimes. Here I'm running up on the left, and I want to play slow, so I don't want to play slow, but I want to play against him. Considering my guns are on my right hand side, I want to do a right handed peek rather than being on my left, because my bullets are going through this little box. Just peek him, fully commit, miss those early shots, but snap onto him and deal with him, and there's the win. So if anything, here's what you're focusing on. This first point of contact whilst I'm rotating in. So, gonna rewind it here. This first point of contact that I know that team's coming back to us is right here. This parachute tells me so much, and it just keeps my peripheral vision located everywhere. I know that this kid is going to chow here. That's how I'm able to win this 1v3 after my teammate's been downed. So one thing that my teammate says that you might not hear in the background is we should have got rid of them there and then. But I always trust my decisions, the good and the bad. Hopefully you enjoyed that little breakdown video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. You got me faded.